guys, what's up? Instagram and YouTube, like at the same time again. Man, they are on top of it. I am really interested to know if we're going to have comments here on YouTube with the, oh, hang on, let me switch them over. So can you live chat on a live chat these days on YouTube or not? Because everybody's comments are disabled, and can we remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines? Okay, that's great. But, okay, hello, YouTube, what are you doing? Okay, you guys, I'm really confused. Are we going to be able to have live chat and comments on YouTube while I'm doing a live stream? Hopefully they'll let you comment, because then otherwise, like, what's the point of a live stream if you can't live chat? Because that's kind of the purpose. Hang on, let me get myself situated here. Okay. I see that there are comments on Instagram. So, hey guys, what is up? Portugal, hello, 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 Brittany, hello, Mary Jo, hello, Noli, and K.A. Cook, and Chandler. What's up, girl? How you doing? Emily and Tegan. Oh, I like that name. That's very cool. Melissa. And okay, look, yeah, we're good. We got YouTube comments now. We are good. Okay. All right. So they're going to let y'all chat on YouTube. Just don't say inappropriate things, because there's an issue now with all the comments and all that stuff. So let's see. You have to reopen them. 35 inches of snow in Minnesota. Oh, I saw somebody post a picture in Minnesota that was like up to their mailbox. Was that Minnesota? Somewhere up there? That was crazy. Okay, so if you guys saw the title of this video, if you're on YouTube, I mentioned about the comments being disabled, and it's crazy because, yeah, YouTube, it's a whole thing. So we'll talk about that. I don't know the whole down low, is that down? Okay. Anyways, whatever. It's a little bit late tonight. If you follow me on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, I was talking about how Cullen, my husband, was cooking a steak. Oh my gosh, he is cooking some delicious steaks tonight. And I have been, obviously, I've talked about this before, like eating lower carb, low sugar, all that stuff lately, but there was some really delicious scalloped potatoes, and I ate them because they were really good. So, okay, the most commonly asked question right now is about Brittany and baby Sophia. And you guys, she's in labor. She's been in labor like throughout this day. She's not at the hospital yet. She told me I could tell you this, but you have to go follow her for updates. I can't tell you any more or anything else. She's going to keep you guys posted. They're going to post an update as soon as they head to the hospital, but Cullen was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because we don't know what's going on. But she's in like early labor and she's still at home at this moment. So y'all follow her on Instagram is when they're going to post that first. It is, her Instagram is the Southern Fried Maple Leafs, and Corey's is Southern Maple Woodworks. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting that wrong. I don't know. I don't think I am. I think it's right. But I know hers is the Southern Fried Maple Leafs on Instagram. So go follow her there, and she's going to be here soon. So it's very exciting. When Gabe was going to bed tonight, we were picking out clothes for tomorrow, and she picked out a pink dress because in case Sophia is born, when she wakes up in the morning, she wants to have a pink dress on. So that's very, very fun. The comments are over my face on YouTube. I don't know how to fix that. Sorry. But yeah, so really, really, really exciting. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Cullen's sister, Brittany, is pregnant, and she is obviously having a baby any day now, like right now. Not like right now because she's still at home. I hope she's not having the baby right now because she's not at the hospital yet. But they are like, she's like a couple days over. She was 40 weeks yesterday. Bless her heart. I didn't ever make it that far, so I don't know the exact misery, but I do know that it's not very comfortable. So y'all say your prayers for her. She is obviously not real comfortable right now, so we are just excited, and hopefully we will get to meet her like sooner than later. I can't wait. Let's see. Laura Beth Schmidt, thank you for the super chat. She said, dang it, can't watch too long tonight. Going armadillo hunting and snake killing. What? Texas life, but I'll go back and watch. That's crazy. That sounds exciting. that is interesting. Has anybody else said anything that interesting this weekend? Because I don't think I have. That sounds pretty awesome. Let's see what everybody is saying. Everybody is sending their love and prayers. Wow, over 40 weeks. You talk about uncomfy. Yeah, for real. I know. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She'll be here soon, and I promise you'll forget after like 2 years how bad it hurt. Anyways, so yeah, the whole comment thing. There's a lot of stuff going on with YouTube and the comments and everybody. I guess everybody. I don't know. I know both of our channels. I don't know if Colin's checked the Don't Tell Mom channel if their comments are disabled too, but even people without kids in them, comments are disabled on all videos right now because there's been some issues with safety and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into, I guess, too much of it, but I really was basically just interested to see if we would have live comments on a live video because you can't comment them anywhere else. So hopefully YouTube will get that all situated soon and we'll have comments back. I really miss that because that's like the fun of watching and like putting out a video is being able to respond to people and interact with people. So I guess that's kind of the cool stuff about doing a live video is we can interact like this and y'all can comment and whatever. Now I'm wondering if like with the premiere thing, have y'all ever done the premiere? Like been a part of a premiere of a video. I did it on my channel one time. I don't think we've done it on the Colin and Katie channel. I know some other channels I've seen have done it, but basically it's like we all watch the video live together and then we can like chat and it's kind of like this, except it's like actually a pre-edited video and everything. It's like a regular vlog or whatever, but it just plays live. I don't know. Anyways, wonder if comments are live on those things and how long they stick around. I don't know. Anyways, update on all the things, update on my staph infection on my face. You can see it's kind of, I don't have one, like most of my makeup has come off by the end of the day. So you can kind of see how it's still a little bit red, but it kind of just stays like that. Maybe that will heal. I don't know. Maybe that takes a little while to go away, but it is, knock on wood, it's not painful anymore. So that's good. What else? Everybody is well now, knock on wood again. Like, let's all stay well. I hope none of y'all are dealing with the flu because it's not fun. It is not fun. One guy I know is taking Instagram comments as a placeholder. Yeah, we definitely want to sorry, I get distracted reading the comments. We definitely want to be able to be more interactive through Instagram and Twitter and all the other places. I honestly forget about Twitter, and I have an issue with Twitter because I use like the actual Twitter app, and I try to, like, if I turn on all notifications on Twitter, then my phone blows up with all kinds of like, so-and-so liked this and somebody mentioned you in this, and it's just like excessive. So I use Tweetbot as like my notification thing because it doesn't tell me everything. It just tells me like mentions. Well, for some reason, sometimes it just doesn't work. And so it'll be like a week and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't gotten any Twitter notifications. And I kind of forget about Twitter. I don't know. I'm on Instagram more. So that's where I am. If y'all want to find me there, Instagram is where I comment back to people and watch live videos. I do watch live videos sometimes, but post live Instagram stories and all that kind of stuff. So change your Twitter settings. But like the Twitter app, is that what you're talking about? Like the actual Twitter app, not like a third-party app. So like Tweetbot, I really like, but it just sometimes doesn't always work. You can mute in the Twitter app. But like, okay, regular Twitter allows you to customize notifications. Maybe I need to look at it again because I've had it turned off so that like there was an option like you only get important notifications. Well, that doesn't like, I don't know. It never works right. Anyways, what if I slide the camera so your face is more on the right side? So okay, everybody saying the comments are on my face. Is that new? Because I've never had that complaint before. Wait, what did you say? If slide the camera so that your face is more on the right side. Is this the right side? Or is this the right side for y'all? Because for me, I'm like, oh, there's the cat, by the way. Alley Cat's back here tonight. Oh, hello. Sorry. Are comments over my face on everybody's? Are we all having this problem? Let's see. Not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. Okay. Well, interesting. If y'all are just now joining me, lots of people are asking about Brittany Cullen's sister and if she's had her baby. She is 41 weeks and 1 day pregnant today. No, not 41. Sorry, 40 weeks and 1 day pregnant. And she has been in early labor today. So they're not heading to the hospital quite yet. They're waiting a little bit longer, but that is the status. I'm not going to say too much more because it is their thing to share, but y'all can go follow them on Instagram, and that's where they will be posting the first, like when they're headed to the hospital, they're going to post an update. And her Instagram is the Southern Fried Maple Leafs. And then Corey, her husband, is Southern Maple Woodworks. So y'all go follow them there. And baby Sophia will be here so soon. So excited. They have their phone turned wrong. If they will turn their camera upright, the comments won't be covering my face. Okay, so turn your phone up and down, I guess, and it won't be covering my face. I don't know. Laura Bushman said it got warm down here in Texas, so rattlesnakes are out. I'm not getting bit this year like I did last year. Oh, dang, that's crazy. Armadillos are killing our yard. Texas life. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Good luck with that. I can't wait to see some Instagram stories on that. That sounds really interesting. Okay, let's see. So, do I answer DMs on my Instagram? I try to. Instagram has a thing where it'll show you, or I have it set so that it shows me the messages from people that I follow or people that I've messaged with before or whatever. But anybody that I don't follow I've never messaged with before, it goes into like a little like requested list or whatever, because otherwise it would just get crazy. And it only shows like 99 at a time or something like that, and maybe less than that. I don't even know. It has a point it reaches where I will scroll to the bottom and then it won't let me go any further. And I know there's more because maybe the last message will be from like yesterday or 2 days ago. And I know that I had some a few days before that. So sometimes they get lost. So there's something really important that you want to say, and I haven't responded in a few days. Like I'm not amazing at responding every single day, but if I haven't responded in a few days, you can try sending it again and seeing if I get it. But sometimes they just get lost and disappear, especially if it's at a time period where like a lot of people are sending you messages about stuff. So anyways, that's how it goes. If Brittany asks Sophia tomorrow who wins the birthday pool, oh gosh, I don't know. I had guessed, I think the 19th. I think Cullen and Corey guessed Valentine's Day. I don't know. Maybe Cullen's mom. I don't remember what Brittany's actual guess was. I don't know. Y'all have to ask Brittany about that because I don't know. Interesting. I'm not sure. Okay. With a 5-year-old and a 3-month-old, when do you recommend starting 5 a.m. wake up? Oh, girl. When your baby is sleeping through the night. I don't know about that. I don't think that I could have done it when Brooks was not yet sleeping through the night because, ooh, that's rough. And it's hard. You got to get your sleep when you can. So you just kind of got to decide like what's going to be best for you. Do you do better when you have some time in the morning by yourself? Or do you do better when you are getting more sleep? Oh, shoot. If I did, sorry, I'm pausing the thing. Cullen just sent me a text and I'm like opening it. And then I just realized that's going to mess up my live stream. He said, oh, okay. So I need to move away from the elephant. So I need to move this way. So if you got your phone on landscape on YouTube, then you shouldn't have comments over my face right now. Is that better? Now I'm a little off center on Instagram, but whatever, it's fine. That should be better. Anyways, okay. So I didn't have any major big plans for this live stream. I just figured I'd get on here and hang out with y'all in my fireplace and my cat and answer some questions. If you have some questions you want me to answer. My video, if y'all saw it this past Thursday, was basically about how surviving the flu and all the craziness of the past couple of weeks has been for us. It has been interesting with everything else that's been going on in life. We have been very much trying to, I need to like turn off notifications when I'm doing this because I'm getting so distracted. We've been very much trying to get into some new routines in our household and our family, trying to get life back to sort of figuring out what normal is. I think that is a hard part of any change in life, is that any change is going to bring like some stress, whether it's good stress or bad stress or whatever kind of stress. It's going to be extra learning experience to try to adjust to something new. And it has been for us, it has been for our kids, and trying to just kind of like maintain consistency and predictability, because unpredictability when you're living in a household with addiction is a huge thing. The unpredictability, I think, for the rest of the family and everybody else is really, really difficult. I know it has been for me, and I'm sure for the kids as well. So we are really, really trying hard to work on that. And then when you have something unpredictable like a staph infection in your face that requires an antibiotic that makes you feel like complete crap, and then you have an allergic reaction to it on top of having the flu, and then your kid gets the flu. Like, life is not predictable, but a lot of times life can be fairly consistent until things like that pop up. So like in the middle of everything, it's been a little bit crazy, and definitely an adjustment. So we've been working on that and just trying to like maintain some normalcy. And so in my video on Thursday, I talked about how just like trying to make sure that I maintained my like mental stability and centeredness, and just some general like kind of self-care stuff. One of which was Bath and Body Works candles are my favorite. So I did a little Bath and Body Works candle haul. If y'all missed that, you'll have to go check it out from my Thursday video. Can't comment on it, but if you want to like send me a message on Instagram or comment, maybe I'll start like, I'll post a picture of the thumbnail on Instagram or post something from the video and on an Instagram post, and then y'all can comment there since you can't comment on YouTube. And then we can like respond to comments from the video there. We're going to take it to another platform, YouTube. But I truly respect what YouTube is doing, trying to get things under control and maintain like safety and all that stuff. It's just kind of confusing how they're doing it. But anyways, okay. What else was I going to say? Did y'all have questions? Was there questions? What kind of camera do we use to vlog? The Canon G7X? Yeah, that's what we use to vlog most of the time. How do you stick to your new, what's WOE? When you're sick or craving sweets? Any tips? What, WOE? You don't have to tell me what WOE means, but I assume that has something to do with like new eating style, new lifestyle. A way of eating. Thank you. New way of eating. That has been hard. And Cullen and I were talking about this the other day, and I think I may have said it in my video. I don't even remember at this point, but it was really hard. And I think the 2 Sundays ago, when I first started having the reaction to the antibiotic, I started talking about it and how it was really kind of stressing me out, because with the antibiotic, I needed to eat more carbs to keep myself from getting nauseous. Like it was just making me feel so sick. And ever since taking that stupid antibiotic, I like my smoothies and shakes and stuff that I've been eating in the morning since October. It tastes so disgusting to me. Like, not so disgusting, but I have to like choke through them. And usually I love them. Like, I've never had a problem with them. I've always thought they were great. I switch it up between the chocolate and the vanilla, and like same recipe the whole time. And they just do not taste good to me. And I'm really like, it's making me really mad. And then I also got used to eating a little bit more carbs, which I still tried to like kind of cut back on carbs some too, but I would have to eat some things to kind of like, make the antibiotics sit better in my stomach. Okay, so somebody said your taste buds need to change back after the antibiotic. Does that happen? Like, will it get back to where stuff tastes good? Because I'd been totally happy and fine with eating my salad for lunch every day with chicken in it and all the stuff. And now I'm just like, I don't want this anymore. And I don't know if it's because I ate more carbs and I just got back to like the sugar need, because when I first started changing my eating habits and changing all that, I didn't crave sweets at all anymore. So I don't know. It's definitely been right before I got on this live stream. We had just had steak, and then I told you I had the potatoes, and I definitely ate a half of a jelly donut. I blame that on Cullen. He had half of a jelly donut left and he shared it with me. But then I ate some Skittles and I just like want all the sweets. So I really feel like I need to just like cut out all the sugar again to get back to where I don't crave the sugar as much, because that's the only way that I found was to like stop the cravings for sugar. Okay, you said yes, taste buds will change. Okay, so they'll change back. You said they'll change. Antibiotics change taste buds. Does that mean they're going to change back? Or does it mean it changes them forever? I don't know. Put stevia in your smoothies. Well, I don't want to add anything sweet to them. Like I want to be able to enjoy them like I did before. I want them just to still taste as good. But I also kind of slacked on working out, which I talked about this in my video too. When I was sick, obviously I had the flu and I wasn't working out. And then last week, I was just so overwhelmed and stressed with like just getting behind and feeling like I just couldn't catch up. And then with the kids and them being out of school and everything else, it was just like, I can't catch up for being behind. And usually like we kind of have our schedule so that the times when they're in preschool or whatever, that we only have that amount of time to get stuff done. And so we have everything kind of scheduled exactly time frame wise. And so any additional time, it's like, then you get behind on the other things. So I was like, I'm going to start getting up at 5 a.m. again this week, but I'm going to try to not pressure myself to work out, but just to catch up on the stuff that needs to be done, like catch up on the laundry, on the straightening up, on the picking up, like things have gotten a little bit out of hand. So didn't work out last week. And then I was like, I'm going to get back to working out. I told myself like, starting this week, I'm going to start working out again. And now Colin's sister's in labor. And so I just told him tonight, I was like, I don't want to get up and be working out in the morning. And then it's like, oh my gosh, she's born. We need to go. And he was like, no excuses. Because I'm like, keep me accountable. And so he's like, no excuses. But anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Taste buds will return to the way you remember. You're feeding the flora imbalance with the sugar cravings. That's where probiotic comes in. Okay, Cullen and I were just talking about probiotics. Okay, what did this person say? Sulfa, PCN will definitely change your taste buds. It will go back after a month or so, 99% of the time. Healthcare professional here in nursing field. Okay, you have to get your gut back in check after antibiotics. It wrecks your insides. Yes, it did. Probiotics will help. Okay, this is so good to hear, because I was really worried that I was like losing my mind or something. I was like, this isn't working anymore. Okay, probiotics. So I was talking about this with Cullen today too. Y'all tell me your thoughts. So y'all probiotic people. Are all probiotics created the same? Like, can I just go buy one at the store? Like, I have some probiotics I was taking while I was taking the antibiotics, but it was just like a little probiotic pill. But I've also heard that the ones that are like refrigerated are better to get or something. I don't know. Can I just, like, I have just a probiotic little pill thing. I don't know. What do I need to look for in a probiotic? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I just saw somebody say I haven't been drinking coffee for the past 3 weeks, switched to green tea. Coffee sometimes doesn't just taste good lately. That was another thing. Like this weekend, I've been drinking for forever. I don't know, since like not even a year after Brooks was born. I've been drinking the It Works greens in the morning. I would fix a drink with the greens in it and then use the Mio, the little water flavor stuff with energy in it. And I would drink that instead of coffee because I don't know, I just kind of preferred it. And then this past week, I've been like, I just want coffee. Like, I don't want this sweet stuff in the morning. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm like, I have not wanted all this stuff in the longest time. Like, I want my taste buds to be back like what they were before. Like, I had it down and was good. But I also saw somebody say I need to like break my body from the cravings or whatever, from the sugar, whatever. Again, Go Live probiotic and prebiotic packets are amazing and no refrigeration required. Go Live or Go Live or something. I've heard to switch them around from time to time so that you get different cultures. You have to get a probiotic created, especially for your needs. Refrigerated ones are the way to go. They work faster and last longer. Interesting. Okay, cold and refrigerated are live cultures. Pure Encapsulations is a great brand. No, there are all kinds of probiotics. It's good to mix them up. Okay, this is interesting. Black coffee. No black coffee. I just was wanting like coffee flavor, I guess. So there's like a Mio that's actually a coffee flavor. And I would mix it with almond milk. Cullen has like a protein powder he'd been using that was coffee flavor with energy in it. And I had some of that this weekend. Interesting. Will you be going to the hospital with Brittany when she has Sophia? I will probably not be going with Brittany, but yes, we will go to the hospital when she's born and see her. I'm really excited. Yogurt with probiotics, live cultures. Yeah, but see, yogurt has a ton of carbs in it, and I'm trying to stay away from carbs and sugar, and there's a lot of carbs and sugar in yogurt. Let's see. The antibiotics mess with the bacteria in your gut. There's something at the grocery store called kefir. Yes, I've heard about that. It's like a smoothie, but it's fermented with certain bacteria. It works. We use it every time. Okay. I've gotten some of that stuff for my kids, and it's like the little Pro Bugs thing. Is it kind of like that? Maybe they make it for adults too. I'll have to look into that. Try checking in with Alex from Phil and Alex. They're big on probiotics, and she most likely has done some research. Interesting. Okay. Look at Align at Walmart. I've heard of that. I think we have some Align probiotics for the kids in the pantry because whenever they take antibiotics, we make sure they're taking probiotics too. Kefir, go to Aldi. It's cheap there. Okay. Kefir is good. Whitaker's chocolate. My cat doesn't have chocolate. No, I'm just kidding. His name's Whitaker. Refrigerated probiotics are the best. Okay, sorry, this is probably not interesting to y'all that are not all about probiotics and all this stuff, but I'm really glad to hear that it is gonna get better and go back to normal, because I'm like, I have got to stop craving all this sugar. Like, I do so better throughout the day, but I was just allowing myself too many treats, and I haven't like gained any weight from eating more sugar, which is a good thing, because I'm like worried that I was going to just gain a ton of weight back. I've like maintained where I was, but I haven't continued losing over the past like 2 weeks, I guess, since I've been sick. So I'm ready to get back to like the losing realm. But okay, let's see. You have 148 days left until you're due and you're already over pregnancy. Oh my goodness. You better get not over it, because you got a little bit longer to go. I know the feeling though. If you really want good probiotics, her Mary Ruth Organics. Okay, I have to quit talking about probiotics. You saw us at the mall today. You were the girl who walked by you in the parking garage. I think there were a few people that walked by us in the parking garage. Well, I hope we were all being nice to each other. I always think that when people say that they've seen us, but they didn't say hey or something, I'm like, oh, I hope everybody was being on their best behavior. So you should have said hey. Although we might have been in a hurry. I don't remember what we were doing. Have I read any new books? I love your recommendations. I don't know. I've downloaded a couple books lately, and for some reason, I just haven't been able to get into them. I've been listening to more podcasts and different like motivational YouTube videos. And actually, there was a notification that popped up a minute ago for a new podcast that just went out, and it was one I was going to tell y'all about. I mentioned it in some of my videos. For those of y'all that have a loved one dealing with addiction, it is an amazing podcast, super helpful, and it's called Love Over Addiction. Kat's giving herself a bath back there, and the lady's name is Michelle that does it, and she was married to her husband. Her previous husband suffered from addiction, and they are no longer together, but she has some really, really amazing podcasts that, like, when I find myself being discouraged or overwhelmed or not knowing how to handle a situation or whatever else, I will go to her podcast and look through the titles and very often find something that is super relevant and encouraging. She's very, very, very encouraging and just super great to listen to. She also has a website, loveoveraddiction.com, and has like a little program and all this stuff. So it's very, very, very awesome. Another suggestion, get a tongue scraper and use it while you're healing. Interesting. We used to have some of those. Chocolate almond milk with whey protein. Would you ever bring back Cooking with Katie Pie and show some of the recipes for healthy eating? Yes, I really wanted to do some of those. Honestly, my recipes have not been very interesting. I guess I wouldn't say. There have been some that I've made that are good, but most of the time I just try to throw some things together, which is really nice, because that's one of the reasons that I like my new way of eating and the like eating lifestyle that I've had lately. And it's been great because I can just kind of throw things together and it doesn't have to be fancy. I feel like with some other different eating plans I've done in the past, I felt like it has to be like super duper planned out and all this. Basically at this point, if I make sure I have protein in the refrigerator or the freezer. I have a bunch of greens on hand. So like, spinach, kale, lettuce, different lettuces, all that kind of stuff. Broccoli, zucchini noodles, what other things? Green vegetables of some sort. I have some like fat and fiber things on hand. So like almonds, or using coconut oil or almond butter, or avocado, any of that kind of stuff. And then mixing some things together and cooking it up. I can kind of just throw anything together. That's one of the things that I love about Kelly LeVeque's book, Body Love, that I read, that got me started eating differently and losing weight and everything. It was definitely just like something you can live with. I knew that I wouldn't be able to totally live by like 100% keto or anything like that. So this has been super, super duper healthy and good for me. Somebody just asked to use HelloFresh or any types of meal subscriptions. We actually just cooked our Home Chef meal tonight, and oh my gosh, it was so freaking amazing. Oh, it was so good. But we love Home Chef, and you'll hear about that in the vlog this week. But yes, it's great. And we've also used HelloFresh before and loved them too. So yeah, both great, great suggestions. I don't think it hurts to like try different services from time to time to kind of find what works best for you. So let's see. Antonia said, I sent you a book to the P.O. box. Oh, I need to check it. Okay. Yeah. Haven't been to the P.O. box in a minute. Let's see. How did you find the strength to stay in your marriage with a partner who has an addiction? That is a loaded question. I honestly will say prayer, Jesus, and hope in the process, trusting that it was being handled by somebody greater than me. Was 100% the only way that I found the strength. And I totally and strongly believe that God put certain people, certain books, certain Instagram posts, certain sermons, certain Bible passages, and all of those types of things in your life at the time He puts them there for a reason. I can't tell you how many times I would come across exactly what I needed when I needed it. And I know that those things came from God, and that's what I trust and believe in. I don't think I would have had the strength that I did without Him and without His help. With that being said, some suggestions that I've had in the past that I've talked about in some videos. One of the things I just mentioned was the Love Over Addiction podcast, books. All the books, all the books. I would put, and still do, this is what I still do a lot of times, put a book in my AirPods in my ear and get to cleaning up the kitchen, packing the lunches. There was not much down, quiet time that I didn't have something in my ear, listening to it, giving me strength, encouragement, and just like kind of guidance. Codependent No More is an amazing book and totally changes your perspective. Totally changed my perspective on what I needed to do for myself, and finally got me to make the switch flip in my head that I couldn't do anything to change this, that it wasn't my responsibility to change somebody else's behavior, and basically just to take care of myself and my children, and make sure that we were doing what we needed to do, trying to better myself, be the best version of myself, despite what Cullen was doing, despite what else was going on in my life. The only thing I can be responsible for is making sure that I'm doing the best I can for what I can do. And Codependent No More, Beyond Codependency, The New Codependency, all those books are great. Like I mentioned, the Love Over Addiction podcast, she has a program that she talks about in her podcast and on her website, how when she was first dealing with her husband in addiction, she went to like a couple AA meeting, or not AA meetings, Al-Anon meetings, and was like, basically everybody's sitting around complaining about their husband. And I know this isn't how they always go, but she was like, it was just, there was too much negative, and I didn't want negative. Like, I didn't want to just sit around and complain. I wanted somebody to be encouraging and kind of telling me what I could do and all that. And so she started this program, and it's basically like a program where she's got all audio stuff that you can listen to, videos to watch, like programs to work through. It's super great. I haven't done the actual program, but I've like heard about it, and she'll very often like give away free little worksheets or downloads or whatever that you can use. And it's super encouraging. But getting in a community of some sort, whether it's there, whether it's on Facebook, you can look up groups for like wives of or husbands, whatever you are, somebody addicted to XYZ, whatever it is, there's probably a group for it. And like I laugh all the time and make fun of myself for the fact that I am any problem in life. I'm like, yeah, I joined a Facebook group on that so that I could have other people to relate to. But it's so true that when you're going through something, the only people, if you want to talk to somebody, obviously I highly suggest talking to God, but talking to other people in person, or not in person necessarily, but talking to other people, the only people that are going to understand it are the people who have been through it or who are currently going through it. And it's just super encouraging to hear the stories of recovery and of how people went through it. People reminding you that it's not your responsibility. People reminding you to take care of yourself. Yes, somebody said it helps to not feel so alone. Addiction is so isolating, not just for the person with the addiction, but for the family, for the spouse. There's so many feelings and emotions and situations involved that there's just no way you could understand until you're with a group of similar people in a similar circumstance. As I was like joined a group on Facebook and was reading through posts, and just over time I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only person that thought that was weird, that was going on between us, or like I totally thought that like there was something wrong with me because I thought that this was a bad situation. And you just read about it, it's just crazy. But yeah, surrounding yourself with other people who have been involved in a similar situation, no matter what your situation is, whether it's addiction, whether it's some kind of like illness, caring for like another family member, or pregnancy. Like that was my first experience with Facebook groups, was joining like a local like breastfeeding group, a local like moms group on Facebook. Yes, it's great to be in touch with people in person, but yeah, when you have a newborn baby at home, and of course you're going to get advice from your real life friends and your family and all that. But sometimes there's going to be other people that like literally have a baby the exact same age as you and are like, oh my gosh, we just went through this, and this is what I did, and this is how it helped. So sorry, I'm reading y'all's comments now. Let's see. So somebody said, I was recently diagnosed with Hashimoto's and I knew no one who has it. So I did join a group online so I didn't feel alone. It's not the exact same, but the feeling alone. Yeah, because it's like the little things. I think that's something that is stressful, is the little things that you question in your own mind. And when you have somebody else sitting there who is like, yes, I know exactly how you're feeling. It's okay. You're not alone. Whether or not they give you advice or whatever, they might just say, yeah, this has happened to me. You're not alone. And it's not like they're trying to tell you what to do. They're just there. So anyways, okay. I'm going to wrap this up for those of y'all that are just getting here. People are asking about Brittany, Cullen's sister. She is 40 weeks pregnant in one day. And she has been in early labor today, was the last time I talked to her, about an hour or so ago. And you'll have to follow her for updates. Sorry, sometimes my train just runs completely off the track. And I just have to sit here and think what I was talking about for a second. Y'all have to follow her for updates on Instagram. It's the Southern Fried Maple Leafs, and they are going to post an update as soon as they're headed to the hospital. But we are hoping it will be tonight and it won't be long. So exciting. But yeah, she's been in early labor all day. Oh, Marie Kondo, Holly Adams asked. Yes, that is the plan. That was the plan. We actually have a really exciting update. I think Cullen's editing that for the vlog for tomorrow. We have a really exciting update and a really exciting trip coming up. It's going to be like sooner than later. So unfortunately, I think Marie Kondo is going to have to wait a week. So I'm really bummed about that. But yes, we actually redid the playroom again and threw out some more stuff and reorganized some toys that we hadn't dealt with since Christmas. But I'm so ready to get back to like normal soon. Holly, I think you know. I think we did give a hint about this recently in one of our vlogs. So y'all have to go back and look and find it in our vlogs if you don't know where we're going. But anyways, yes, we're excited to meet our new niece, Sophia. She'll be here soon. Y'all go follow them. The Southern Fried Maple Leafs, obviously on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel too, but they're going to be posting their update on Instagram. And then, of course, a YouTube video once she's born. Corey's channel, Brittany's husband, Corey, his channel is Southern Maple Woodworks. So go follow him too. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And, oh, wow, we made it the whole live stream. I think with nobody asking if we were going to have any more kids. And then the question just came up. So I'll talk to y'all on Instagram about that. I'm going to go talk to my Instagram folks. But I'm going to leave you guys here on YouTube. And I will see you on Thursday with a new video. Bye, guys.